What's up, 2K fans? It's your Popboy, and I'm here today to hopefully stop y'all from being as frustrated as I was when I was trying to figure out these new signature size ups in 2K17. You kind of have to manually do the size up move this year. Now, I do think this is a good thing. I'm not ripping 2K for doing this because it gives you more control and more variation with your size up moves, and it kind of makes that part of the game more skill based. So that's all good. The only problem is trying to figure out exactly which way you need to flick the right stick and in what order is very frustrating. At least it was for me. And it wasn't because, you know, it was more difficult or I was new at it and I just needed to practice more. Nothing like that. It was just simply because you don't know what fucking moves correspond to the different ways you could flick your right stick, the order that you could flick it in. So, you know, I couldn't really practice these size up moves right away because I didn't even know what the fuck to practice. You know, it's kind of hard to practice these moves when you don't know what exactly to press to trigger them. Look at this fucking explanation they have to tell you how to trigger these size up moves. And all this basically tells you is you're gonna flick your right stick in some direction, in some sort of order to trigger some sort of size up move. I don't know. I mean, be a little bit more vague with your description there, 2K. So when I first got the game, that's basically what I was doing. I was just sitting here in my court, flicking the R stick in all kinds of different directions, just basically trying to look for patterns to find out, you know, what triggered what, which, as you might imagine, was a royal pain in the ass. And of course, I tried to look online. I found some other explanations, but honestly, they were pretty vague, you know, just like the 2K description. And the ones that I saw made about as much sense as one of those fucking cologne commercials. So that, guys, is why I'm here. I'm here to give y'all just a straightforward, straight up, no bullshit explanation on how to trigger these size up moves. And I can tell you exactly what you need to do with your R stick to trigger each of these size up moves. So if you're just picking up the game or you've been playing for a little while, you're still unclear on exactly what you need to do to trigger some of these size up moves, then check it out, guys. I'll show them to y'all one by one here. Okay, let's just go down the fucking list. Now, the ones that I have equipped here, those are just examples, guys. The controls that I'll give you will work regardless. They'll work with any size up package that you want to use. These basic size ups, which honestly, if you take a look at my player over there, these aren't really anything special. The only one that's a little bit special is that crossover where you kind of hop. So let me show y'all how to do that one. And by the way, guys, for simplicity, to make this as simple and straightforward as possible, I'm going to be doing all the moves with the ball in my right hand. So obviously, to do them when the ball is starting your left hand, you're just going to reverse the damn controls. And one other thing, guys, my R sticks in my controller settings are set on absolute. So for those of y'all who play on Camera Relative, when I say to flick your R stick to the left, all that means is to flick your R stick towards your off ball hand. And when I say to flick it right, that means you're going to flick it towards your ball hand. And when I say to flick it down, that just means you're going to flick it away from the basket. If I say to flick it up, you're going to flick it towards the basket. So that kind of hopping, sliding crossover that y'all saw in the basic size ups, you're just going to do a normal crossover. The only difference is you're going to hold down your R2 or your RT if you're on Xbox while you do it. So I'm just going to hold down the R2 and flick that R stick to the left. And you know what? It didn't show this in the menu, but that actually also works for the hesitation. So if I hold down the R2 and flick that right stick to the right, he'll kind of slide out to the right like that. Okay, guys, so now let's get into the size up combos now. The first one you see is a hesitation inside out. I got the D weight on. One is that one right there. And then the other one is that little quick hesitation move there. Now to trigger the first one, all you're gonna do is just flick your R stick twice in a row to the right. So boom, boom. You'll do that hesitation move. Now the second one that's in that package, that quick little stutter hesitation move, you're gonna put your R2 or your RT on. You're gonna hold that down and you're gonna flick your R stick up twice. Okay, the next one is the crossover size up combo. I got the J.R. Smith one on. As I always say, everybody could use a little bit of JR in their game.
Oh, I didn't know I was in the game. Okay.
And what you're going to want to do to trigger this one is basically you're just going to act like you're doing 2 quick crossovers back to back. So cross it over one side and cross it right back over to the other side really quickly. I got it in my right hand, so I'm going to flick that R stick to the left and then right back to the right. There it is. Okay, the next one is the between the legs size up combos. This is really 3 moves in one package. I got the Curry one on. You're gonna see his famous one where he kind of shuffles back out, usually to pop a 3. And then you're gonna see that between the legs one and that between the legs one. I'll show y'all how to do all 3. So the first one, that patented, that signature Curry shuffle move. Basically the idea behind this one is you're gonna put it between your legs and then behind your back, and that'll get it to trigger the move. So flick it down and to the left and then straight down. So y'all will see if I do that. There it is. Oh, and I gotta pop it. You know the Popboy's gotta let that one fly. Okay, and the next one is gonna be the one where he puts it between his legs and then puts it right back through his legs from the back. So the way you trigger that one is just like the last one. You're gonna flick your R stick down and to the left, and then you're gonna flick it right back up and to the right. So y'all will see I flick it down and to the left diagonally and then up and to the right diagonally. And there it is. So the last one in the package, just like the last 2 Steph Curry ones, you're gonna wanna flick it again, down and to the left diagonally, except for this time, you're gonna basically draw an X with your R stick. So you're gonna flick it down and to the left diagonally, and then down and to the right diagonally. So if I do that, there it is. All right, guys, the last one, the behind the back combo, I got the Jamal Crawford on, and to trigger that one, you're just gonna flick your R stick down twice. So you just quickly flick the R stick down towards you twice in a row, and he'll bust it out. All right, guys, okay, so there it is. Straightforward, just straight up, what the fuck you need to press, and in what order you need to press it, and how many times you need to press it to trigger each size up move. Hopefully you enjoyed this straightforward, no bullshit demonstration, and you found it useful. And go ahead and pop the hell out of that like button down there if you did. And you know what, if you're a 2K fan and you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit my glowing neon face up there in the corner. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one and a lot more to come in the future. It's just real 2K shit, y'all. That's the best way I can describe it. But I'd love to have you subscribe. You know, you're a 2K fan, and I'm not gonna stop bringing real 2K shit to this channel. Anyway, guys, I'm out for now, but I'll see y'all really soon at the next video. But until then, you know what it is. It's your friendly neighborhood Popboy reminding you, don't get popped on.